Assalamualaikum and good day to all. My name is RIDWAN bin HIRZUN and my supervisor's name is Professor IR Dr. HAMBALI bin AREP. Today I would like to present my final year project, which is called the Environmental Impact Performance using Life Cycle Assessment LCA at the conceptual design stage, a case study machinery. This is the presentation outline that consists of introduction, problem statement, objective and scope, literature review, research gap, methodology, result and discussion, conclusion and recommendation. For the introduction, seaweed is an aquatic plant like alga that is found under the sea. Nowadays, many seaweed used in everyday life such as food, industrial application, and fertilizer. Next is the life cycle assessment. Life cycle assessment is a method for determining the impact of cradle to grave on the ecosystem associated with all stages of life. Lastly is CIMA-Pro. CIMA-Pro is a professional tool for gathering, analysis, and monitoring data on a product's and service sustainability performance. All these criteria will be used on the conceptual spring grand dryer. Next slide is the problem statement. The problem statement is lack of importance in sustainable aspect in designing. The LCA methodology is only used in low percentage due to the complex understanding of maximizing the LCA methodology. The last is hazardous waste has enormous environmental consequences. Next is the objective and scope. For the objective, the first objective is to study the importance of sustainability in design aspect. The second objective is to implement the simplified LCA approach to the conceptual spin grand dryer. The third objective is to evaluate sustainable aspect of spin grand dryer machine using CIMA-Pro software. The scope is spin grand dryer is evaluated at the conceptual design stage of the product development process. The use of simplified LCA, the three phase, which is product, use, and disposal. The last scope is the use of CIMA-Pro software to determine the improvement of the impact assessment of spin grand dryer after sustainable evaluation. For the literature review, this is my literature review consists of three titles, which is the what is the conceptual design process, life cycle assessment and sustainability, introduction to LCA, and CIMA-Pro. This is my research gap. First is the use of sustainable evaluation is minimal in design in new product. Second is the material usage of existing machine like conceptual spin grand dryer process, negative effect to the environment. Third, evaluation using LCA in the conceptual stage will be implemented to comply with the ISO 14040 standard. This is my methodology, consists of flowchart of the project. And also the method that I will use, which is TOPSIS, CATIA, Life Cycle Assessment, and CIMA-Pro. This is the methodology flowchart of each objective. This is the result and discussion under the concept generation. This is the concept 1, concept 2, concept 3, and concept 4. This is the TOPSIS calculation to determine which is the best concept. First, by using the selection of the best, then normalize decision matrix, and third normalization decision matrix RJI. Fourth is the weighted normalized decision matrix RBIJ. Fifth is the ideal solution A. Sixth is the negative ideal solution A prime. Seven is the separation from ideal solution A. Eight is the separation from an ideal solution Si. 9 is the separation negative from ideal solution A prime. 10 is the separation from negative ideal solution S. This is the TOPSIS result after all the calculation has been implemented. Based from the result, the concept 1 is selected due to its highest value in TOPSIS calculation. So the concept is generated into a 3D model. Next is the eco-design web activity. There are two eco-design web activity, which is before evaluation and after sustainable evaluation. After sustainable evaluation, the end of life and optimal life increase. But this is all just my assumption when the number of process or material decrease. Next is the eco-indicator activity. This is the process tree for before and after evaluation. This is the eco indicator activity table. So this is the value for before and after. Okay, this is the result for the eco indicator activity. after improvement, we can see that the production has a lower value than before evaluation. So the total difference between old and new is 56739.8 indicator value. The new spin grind dryer is environmentally friendly due to low indicator value. This is the life cycle analysis. From the table, there is a before and after redesign. The material remains the same, but the manufacturing process decreased from 7 to 5. The use of the distribution is shipping and distribution for both before and after redesign. The end of life is the same, which is recycle. The summarization is processing method is reduced from 7 to 5. This is because other processing method can also produce the same parts. This is the result and discussion for using the Semaphore software. So there is a before evaluation network and after evaluation network. The evaluation network differs from the indicator activity. This is the result of damage assessment. So there are two tables, which is before evaluation of damage assessment and after evaluation of damage assessment. This is the result after comparison of damage assessment before and after sustainable evaluation. From the table, we can see that the human health have a 7.2% discrepancy. For the ecosystem has a 3.2% discrepancy, and for the resource has a 6.1% discrepancy. I can conclude that from this observation, the new spin grind dryer after evaluation has low environmental impact compared to before evaluation. The next slide is conclusion and recommendation. For the conclusion, the use of simplified LCA shows a significant improvement result indicator value. The damage assessment data evaluated by the Semaphore show the impact the spin grind dryer to the environment. Comparison value indicate that spin grind dryer has low environmental impact after sustainable evaluation by 5.5% average. For the recommendation, with a precise inventory of materials utilized in the conceptual design, the sustainability analysis might be much more accurate. Then they minimize the overall weight of the conceptual product to reduce the damage assessment value. This is the reference I use for this project. Thank you. That's all from me.